What's going on, Facebook? Hope y'all doing good over here, man. Wanted y'all to, kind of get an idea here. We raise credit scores, man. They help you out. I'm telling you, it don't matter if your score is low fives, 400s, 300s. They will get whatever's on your score off. You ain't gotta wait no 7 years. They can fight that. They'll find any kind of way, any kind of legal way. They don't. It's nothing. It's all legal. So don't worry about them. Trying to do something under your name, under your social. Because I had those worries, and I always seen them advertised. I never really believed them, but then when Rodney here had got a business open, I was like, well, if Rodney's doing it, then it's got to be legit. I've known him for several years. He was my boss at 2 different properties, hotels, and man, I can't stress to y'all enough. Just in a matter of 3 months, I mean, he had my APR offerings for cars, from 21% to 18% to 11%, and I mean, heck, even now, I'm getting lower APR offers, and I got this at 11. And I wish I would have waited like he told me to, but I just couldn't. I had another car, it was a reliable car, but it just wasn't me. I felt like I was paying a very high APR rate for it. They got me good, and shoot, man, after a year of having that, I was already ready to trade it in. I was dealing with Rodney and Demetrius had re-raised credit scores, and man, I'm within 2 or 3 months, I had noticed a huge difference, and the process goes longer than that. So you continually. You always see improvements every week, every 2 weeks, every month, just whatever. It's always constantly improving, constantly. And I just, I keep looking at my car, because I love it, because it's me, and it's a reflection of not only the hard work that I've done myself, but also from the help that I got from Rodney and Demetrius that we raised credit score to, to get stuff that was on my record that shouldn't have been there, and needed to come off. I mean, they even get, car inquiries off. When you go to a car lot, you try to get a credit card, you try to get a loan or something, they do multiple inquiries, and each one is on your record. It takes off a couple of points, and they add up. That's why you don't want to go dealership to dealership when you try and get another car, because the more places you go, the lower your score is going to go because of those. They get those inquiries off that normally don't even come off for 2 to 3 years. They get off whatever on your report. I mean, you name it, they can get it off of there. I mean, it's just, the sky is the limit. You just have no idea whatsoever. I mean, I'm telling y'all, just, my name's Justin. Y'all can hit me up at any time. If y'all got questions, I am a personal friend of Rodney, only because he was my boss. But I mean, that's really as far as it goes. I mean, he hasn't done anything special for me that he wouldn't do for y'all. I mean, he would give y'all the same treatment if he met y'all today. I mean, it's not a family and friends type discount. Whatever he charges, this person to start working and getting your credit right, it's exactly what he charged me. I mean, and I'm telling y'all, it's worth it. Don't second guess it. I mean, it's one of the best investments, if you can call it that, one of the best investments you can make. Because I mean, it's not even just for a car. I mean, it's for a house. I mean, it's for just any kind of credit that you need, any kind of loan that you need. I mean, you need that credit score up. I used to always say, you can make more money than this person right beside you, but that person right beside you that makes less, if his credit is way better than yours, they can get way more than what you can. They have bigger limits. They can get a nicer car than what you got and pay a much lower APR than what you would if you went out and got that same vehicle. I mean, it's really the difference between a $500 car note and, a $250, $300 car note. I mean, and again, it's not just to vehicles, I mean, you can use it for motorcycles. I actually had, gotten myself one of those too before I started dealing with Rodney over here with the high interest rate itself. And man, if I could have put it back, 5-6 months and got an even lower APR rate, man, it'd be perfect. It'd be perfect. I mean, even insurances look at your credit. State Farm had dropped me several years ago. They recently took me back because my credit was so much better. It's just it's you just get better rates on everything. Stuff that you wouldn't even think that checks your credit. They do, and a lot of times, I mean, even if you're not even taking out a loan, I mean, if you're trying to, get an apartment, even just anything, it's your credit is a reflection of you. And when we all make mistakes, I made them, especially when I turned 18. I made tons of mistakes. A lot of them I paid, and even the ones you pay sometimes don't even come off your record. You might have had this 3, 4, 5 year loan, and you might have been late maybe once or twice. And even though you paid it all off, you had the loan for 5 years, those 2 little late times are still there. That needs to come off. Why doesn't it? He will get all that off for you. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous what they can do over here. Check them out. Don't be afraid. I mean, and don't pay attention to those little signs you see on the corner of the streets. People that you don't ever really see. You just call a number. You actually see these people. You actually see Rodney. You see Demetrius. You shake their hands. You talk to them. You get a feel of who they are, what kind of people they are. You know where they're at. They have an office. You come to them at any time for any kind of question, any kind of concern. They back up their work. A year or 2 from now, if something that they got off your record comes back on it, you come back, you tell them what the deal is. They'll look into it. They'll get it off free of charge. Doesn't cost you any more than what you had already paid, a year ago when you did the service and completed it. They'll get it off. It comes back on. So don't even worry about that. I mean, it's insane. In this day and age, you need credit. I mean, you really do. I mean, I was always just one that thought, well, you know what? I don't care. I'll just go out and go get, this myself and go get that myself. I'm self-made. I did all that big talk, but it's not that easy at all. It's not that easy at all. It don't matter how much money you make. I mean, and again, this person over here that makes less than you can get something better than you if they got a higher credit, because they were responsible, and you weren't, and that's okay. Because again, I wasn't either, and a lot of times life happens. It's not even about being irresponsible, really. I mean, sometimes life happens, and you can't pay a bill, and you go late for a couple of months. You had a repossession. It's nothing to be. It's nothing to really be down, for. Nothing to think negative about, because most people have actually gone through that, and it's not necessarily just from making dumb choices. I mean, again, I know I've said it a couple of times already. Life happens. You can't help what happens sometimes, and you have to let this go unpaid, and you don't want to, you don't mean to, and it's hard for you to tell the creditors that when they call you, but and they don't want to hear that. But I'm telling you, if it sticks on your record, they'll get it off. I'm a testament of it. I mean, I have proof, I have paperwork, I get things in the mail all the time. It just, it shows where he's fighting it. Sometimes they'll fight back and say, oh, we're not taking off because, this. And that's okay, because they keep trying, because they have different ways, different legal ways to go about it and get those things off. So they can fight if they want to. That's okay, because Rodney and Demetrius over here, We Raise Credit Score, is going to fight back and get it off. I'm telling you, give them a call, 318-230-0001. 318-230-0001. Hit up Rodney and Demetrius. They will not let you down. Hit them up. You won't be disappointed, I promise.